Hi there. I am so excited to work with you during this summer session in Comp 252, and I wanted to use this really brief video just to talk to you about how I would recommend that you navigate our course this summer. I know even if you're super familiar with Canvas that faculty use it somewhat differently, and it's also different navigating in an online course rather than a face-to-face course. So I want to make sure that you have a good foundation of where we're headed. So I'm here on our course homepage, and what I really want to recommend that you do every time you land on our course homepage is go right here to the modules. This is where all of our coursework will happen, and this is where you can see kind of the beginning to end flow of our course as well. So once I land here in the modules, I want to point out a couple of really important things. One is that you'll see that our modules are in order. Module 0 is an introduction module, and then we kind of progress down through that module to our first kind of key part of our coursework, Module 1, which is about professional communication. When you land in our modules, what I want to emphasize to you is that the course is set up so that you start at the top and you click on a page. You work through that page, again, vertically, so we're going to work down through all of this content and read it, and then we're going to go to the next page by clicking Next at the bottom. The modules are set up, in fact, so that you have to view every page in order before you can go to the next thing. What this does is that it encourages you to read and do each of the activities in each of the pages before you move to the next item in the module. Remember that if we're working together in an online course, that what you do inside each of these module pages makes up all of the class time that you would spend in class doing homework, preparing assignments. And so because all this content is set up in the pages, that's the time that you're spending on task working through the content in our class. So it's super important that you work through each page, that you look at all the content, and that if on a page it asks you to stop and practice something, or it asks you to stop and view a video, or it asks you to stop and brainstorm something, that you do each of those activities, because again, those activities and the readings that those pages assign you to do are the same types of work that we would do if we were together. This is just setting it up in the modules and the pages, and you're doing it on your own. So if we look at our modules, you'll see that we have our first kind of introductory module, and as you work through it in order, you'll see that there's content to read, and then the first thing that you have to do is this Canvas tour quiz that will be about this video right now. Then you keep progressing down through the module, and you get to another assignment, this introduction video that's at the very end of this module, where I'll ask you to post a video introducing yourself to a discussion board and then reply to a couple of other students' discussions as well. So you'll see that this kind of progresses down through, and then once you post that introduction video, you'll get to the end of that module and move to the next Module 1. I'll show you when we get into Module 1 what it looks like when you're inside of a module. First, you'll see that it includes some dates, so you know that this first module only takes the first 3 days of class, 4th, 5th, and 6th. If you scroll down, you'll see the major due dates within the module. The Canvas quiz I just mentioned, due on the very first day of class, along with your introduction video. The 3 laws analysis assignment, which is due on Tuesday the 5th, and then a response on that discussion board to your classmates' videos, and an email assignment on the 6th as well. So we're going to take the first 3 days of class to do that set of assignments. So I'm looking ahead. I see that these are the main things I'm going to do. I might jot that down in my planner or in my phone calendar, whatever I use, or I might make reminders for myself so I look ahead and know that those are the assignments that are coming up. As I scroll down, I'll see some objectives, the topics that we'll be covering here, and then I know I need to click Next to go to the next part of this module. When you get into the 3 laws analysis assignment, you'll see that it asks you to first read 2 things, then skim over chapter 2 in our textbook about audience, and then start in on the actual assignment. This is an example of something that might happen to you throughout this semester, where some assignments are super quick. I can log in, record a quick video introducing myself, and post it, and it might take me 20 minutes to a half an hour. Some assignments, like this 3 laws analysis, I need to allow some extra time for because I have several things to read, then I have to find a document, then I have to write about it, and then I have to turn it in. So we want to make sure that throughout our coursework this summer that you're really going through each part of the assignment and that you're looking ahead to allow yourself enough time to turn it in. I know that this assignment is due, it's due on the 5th, which is Tuesday at 10 p.m. But if I don't open this until Tuesday at 7 p.m. or Tuesday at 9:30 p.m., I might not have enough time to do it. So we really need to look ahead and make sure we're planning enough time to do each assignment, knowing that some assignments might be super quick and some assignments might be super long or take longer to prepare before we turn them in, or have more kind of behind the scenes legwork before we turn them in. So I'm going to leave modules here and go back to our home page, just give you kind of the big picture layout of our class. We're going to work through 3 major units in our class: that quick professional communications unit, then a job search writing unit where you'll construct a resume, a cover letter, and a thank you letter for a job that you might actually be applying for, or an internship or summer opportunity. And then the biggest unit of our class is a research unit in which we'll do a series of assignments that build up to a final research report that we'll turn in at the very end of this semester. So again, looking ahead, a super short module about what professional communication is, about 10-day or so module that is about job search writing, and then a big research module, which is the most of our course, where we'll research a topic of our choice and then write an analytical report that's the culmination of all of our work this summer semester together. So if you need to get in touch with me, you'll note here on the home page is my contact information. You're welcome to call me at my home office and leave a phone message. I'll also add my home phone number here where you're also welcome to call me. Remember, you can message me in Canvas as well. Over here in your inbox, you can always send a message to me there. And you can also, of course, email me at my regular Fort Lewis email as well. We can also meet on Zoom. I'll be setting up some Zoom office hours this summer. And we can always schedule an impromptu Zoom meeting as well to get together and talk over video conference as well. So again, we're going to get into modules. That's always going to be our home base. When you get into the first modules that you need to work on, you're going to work straight down through this content so you can be successful and make sure and interact with all of the course content in order and do all the practice and reading that goes behind the high quality assignments that you're going to turn in. Please stay in touch with me and let me know if I can help you. I'm here for you and I want to support your success in our course.